Hi heathens! So today's video is going to be a combination of looky what I found and a first impressions because it's a product that I have not tried before. Let's see if I can get you a little... Is that any better? Okay. So I was at Ross a few weeks ago and I totally forgot that I got this until I found the bag somehow under my bed. Don't really know what happened there. But this is the UOMA Beauty Say What Weightless Soft Matte Hydrating Foundation. And it says it has microalgae extract, specifically formulated for very fair skin. And it says it's adjustable coverage. For medium coverage, use sparsely. For full coverage, use generously. For extreme coverage, use multiple layers. So I looked this up because the sticker on the side says comparable value $18. I was like, I don't think this is the foundation that this brand has at Walmart because they have like their regular stuff that I believe you can find at either Sephora or Ulta. Off the top of my head, I don't remember. And then they have stuff specifically for Walmart. And I was like, I don't think this is the Walmart one. So 18 seems a little low. So I Googled it, and this is the Say What Soft Matte Foundation. Was on either Ulta or Sephora. Again, I don't remember which one it was, for like $30 or $35. I got this for $9.99. So figured why not give it a go. Now the shade I got, I'm hoping is not too light, because it is White Pearl T1N. And I was going through these shades when I found it online, and it said that this is for fair skin with neutral undertones, which is what I have. So we'll see. So on this little tab, it does say shake well before use. So we're gonna shake well. Oh yeah, it's a frosted bottle, so it's kind of hard to tell, but that might wind up being a little too light. We'll see. Because, again, I've never tried this foundation before. So if it is a little too light, what we'll do is, I guess, just mix it in with a different foundation. Okay. So it does have a pump. It's a very, very pretty, like, glass bottle. Pop off that. And I'm just going to try to pump just a teeny bit onto the back of my hand. Ooh, super watery, which I assume is why you're supposed to shake it. I guess I didn't shake it enough. So I'm just going to take what's on my hand and, oh, I forgot I have my glasses on still. Hee. Okay. Let's take those off. And if I put more on, I'm going to shake it even more vigorously because I'm just knocking stuff off as usual. That was not shaken enough because I'm sure it's not supposed to be quite this liquidy. So let's see, do I have a foundation brush up here? No, because I thought I had one on my desk, but I guess I don't. So I'll use this. This is a flat top Fara brush. It's got a little bit of setting powder on it, but anyway, let's go ahead and start blending this out. Because while it is a little light, I don't think it's going to be too light. Because once I've started blending it here like this, now there is a patch right here that it's sticking to. It seems to be like close enough to my actual skin color. Okay. Let's set this here for a second, put the brush down, and then not knock everything else off the desk again. What is my deal? Do y'all have this problem? Or am I just like seriously the most destructive person on the planet? Because I don't understand why, even when the desk is like super clean, which yeah, right now it's not super clean, but it's not super messy. Even when it's super clean, for the life of me, I cannot stop knocking stuff down. So you can see where it's already kind of gotten around the cap from being so liquidy. See if that helped. A little bit, but not really. This is just a very liquidy foundation. And it did say that it was buildable, so I guess that's what we're going to be doing, because I want to use everything that I got on my hand, because otherwise it's going to be all down my arm next thing I know. Okay, I guess that's enough on my face. So again, I'm just going to take this brush and we're just going to start. I'm just going in circles first to kind of blend it out, buff it into the skin. And then right up in here, I'm going to do little sweeping buffing motions. There are some areas where it seems like it's kind of sticking, like maybe it already started to dry down. So that might be something to keep in mind. I might have to spray my brush to kind of get it wet. Or this might just be a foundation that's actually better with a beauty sponge, because that's already damp. So if it's already starting to dry down, because like I said, it's very liquidy, I'll have to like power shake it the next time I try to use it to see if I can get any more solidity to it, I guess is what I'm trying to say. But okay, so all in all, it doesn't look bad, but it doesn't look good. My nose looks bad, but my cheeks, it's just like sitting wrong. I'll show you close up in a second, but it doesn't look good. I thought at a distance, which from what you can see, it probably doesn't look that bad. But we're gonna try it again in a different capacity because it's not looking good. Okay, so first my nose. Can you see that? And then it's just like sticking to various. Also ignore how bad my lips look. Just various dry patches, which happens sometimes, but I just feel like this could use a little extra love. So what I'm gonna do is spray my cloth a little bit, and then also spray my face a little bit. That's the makeup remover spray. I guess technically I wasn't wrong the first time saying it was a makeup removing spray. The phrasing just sounds odd. Try to make sure I'm getting off all of it. Okay, so right along the side of my nose, you can see kind of where some of that dry skin is, like right in here. Or I don't know if it's gonna focus, but you can see like right over here where it clung to, I guess, the little fuzzies on my face. I'm not 100% sure on that one. Okay, so what I want to do is moisturize really well for starters, and then I'm gonna spritz a sponge and we'll try that. So I'm gonna take the Belief True Cream Moisturizing Balm, and we're just gonna take a little bit of that, particularly down my forehead and nose, because that is where it got the most crusty looking. It's not the word I want, but just saying it was dry looking isn't quite enough to explain how it looked. So Don't want to say crusty, but it was kind of crusty. Okay. Let me put on a little something on my lips because they're feeling and looking kind of rough. So I'm just going to take, this was the Gigi Gorgeous gloss or balm that came in Ipsy a while back. I love this stuff. My lips hurt so bad. When I was sick, I was picking at them. I was picking at my head. I just was picking at everything I could get my hands on. And then I woke up this morning and my throat was as sore as it's been the whole time. I was like, I am so over this. Like, if I could just stop being so sick, that would be incredible. All right. This sponge isn't quite as soft as I want. I want to get one that's like really, really soft right off the bat. Okay, let's go for this one. I do not know what brand this is. It's just a little light blue sponge. Oh, it's MOTD. Sorry. I was covering it up when I first looked at it. So I'm just going to take this and I'm going to spray it with some of the Tula Skincare Signature Glow. It's a refreshing and brightening face mist. I really need to bring like a water spritzer in here. But I figured this one will be good because since that foundation is already advertised, it's supposed to be hydrating, but it is advertised as a soft matte. Maybe that'll help combat some of these dry areas. Wouldn't say it's doing the most with hydration necessarily, but let's get it and shake the crap out of it again. How long do any of y'all have foundations that are super liquidy like this? Sorry if you're wiggling around. And how much do you have to shake them before they're a little more friendly on the skin? And by that I just mean before they're a little less liquidy. I still hear it, so we're just gonna go for it. Okay, that seems to be a little better actually. It's not immediately running right off of my hand. So I'm gonna take it and just pop it in the normal areas. And again, I'm going to try to take everything that is on my hand. And then we're going to take this and just start to bounce it over the skin. For those of you who use, see, I just used my nail to pull a little piece of hair off my face and it picked up all of the foundation that was right there. For those of you who use sponges on a regular basis, how do you get used to just popping it into your face? Like, it's not as foreign to me as the first time I tried it, but it still just feels weird. Still not sitting great, but it's not as bad. Let's see. Itch on my nose. Want to try to get it before I start blending it out across my nose, and I don't think setting powder is going to help, but we're going to try some setting powder and some setting spray over the top of this. Okay, so it definitely looks better with a sponge, but I'm going to say with full confidence that I still do not like the way it looks. And I'm definitely not using that much. So nose definitely looks better. It's still not good. You can kind of see a little bit of separation already. Getting all up in y'all's business. Okay, so let's be done with that for a moment. And let's take, I was gonna say a hydrating setting spray. I mean, setting powder, but that's not really a thing. So let's just take this one, because this is a tried and true. This is the e.l.f. Halo Glow setting powder. It just feels wrong on my face. Oh man. I was actually really excited about this because I love matte foundations. And to find one this good of a deal, I was like, heck yeah. And now I'm like, might have been a waste of $10. Still, you never know until you try. Okay, so that definitely mattified it. You can see this side versus this side. I'm gonna powder this side up close. So that seems to have helped a little bit, actually. Which I think is kind of weird. But maybe it's actually the hydrating part of this foundation that was making it look not so great. Maybe it was at odds with the fact that it's also supposed to be matte. Still definitely not my favorite foundation. By quite a long shot. Just something about the way it sits around my mouth. I don't know. We'll give it a spritz with some setting spray. Put on some highlighter and mascara. And go from there. So, let's see. For setting spray, let's actually use the same one that I used on the sponge, which is the Tula Skincare Signature Glow. Seems counterintuitive to put a spray on immediately after setting it, but yeah, okay. Not my favorite. Let's go ahead and go in with a mascara. I'm going to use the ColourPop Butcherson BFF mascara, which was part of their Hocus Pocus 2 collection. It feels like there are little hairs all over my face. This is like a purple, burgundy, maroon mascara, but you can't see the color all that much unless you're like in direct sunlight. But I think it'll at least make my lashes look a little better as far as like making it appear like I have lashes. Despite the fact that, as I said in my last video, I am missing some. Oh, poke myself in the eye. You can see it a little bit better today since I don't have a deep eyeshadow on underneath, because the first time I tried it, I did have a dark eyeshadow on. So I feel like that didn't help with the fact that it was a little subtle. Because I feel like you can tell a little better now that it's colored. Let's dip back in. Like just all around here. There is actually a hair there, but like it just feels, I don't know, weird. It also feels like it'll wipe right off. Like it almost feels like when you have a foundation on and you start sweating. That's kind of the feeling that it's giving me. Like, sure, I have a long sleeve shirt on that isn't really breathable, but it's not hot in my house, so. There's a lizard outside my window. Okay, yeah, I'm not mad at this mascara. You just have to wear it like alone. Ooh. Or like maybe with a really, really light shadow underneath. Okay. Mascara is redeemed. Now for highlighter. I don't know what this was. I'm grabbing the highlighter. Let's go in with the KVD holographic palette because you can't go wrong with this one. And let's go in with the pink opal shade. So I'm just going to take a little highlighting brush and bring this over my cheeks. This might even be a foundation that once I've worn it for a while looks a little better, but I don't know that I'd be willing to suffer through the way it feels right now long enough for it to get better. Not my favorite. Not my favorite. So, let me know your thoughts. Like, how does it look, like, to y'all? Because I'm biased because I feel it, but does it... See? That was a hair. But does it look okay? Is it too light? Is it... See, because I feel like the color's actually pretty decent. I just feel like my chin is so shiny. And it just feels wrong all around my mouth. Everywhere else feels fine, but like this doesn't feel flattering. Anyway, I'd love to know y'all's thoughts down below. That was my first impressions for the UOMA Beauty Say What Weightless Soft Matte Hydrating Foundation. And again, I had mine in the shade White Pearl. So let me know your thoughts. Thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe to see more of my content. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.